Aquarius, what if the opportunity you've been praying for is already knocking, but you're about to miss it because it doesn't look the way you expected? July 27th carries an unusual energy for Aquarius. A hidden door is beginning to open, but the universe rarely announces these moments with loud signs. Today, we'll uncover the 7 powerful signals that reveal this new chapter, and why ignoring them could delay something truly life-changing. Stay with me until the end, because sign number 5 is the one most Aquarius people miss completely. 1. The energy shift. Begins quietly. Aquarius, here's something most people never realize. The biggest transformations in life almost never arrive with fireworks. They don't crash through the front door. They slip in quietly through the side while you're busy living your everyday life. Think about every major turning point you've had before. A job that changed everything, a person who altered your path, a decision that reshaped your future. Chances are, in the beginning, none of it felt dramatic. It felt small, almost forgettable. That's exactly the kind of energy surrounding you right now. You may have noticed it already. A quiet restlessness in your chest. A sense that something is shifting beneath the surface of your daily routine, even though nothing official has changed yet. Maybe you've felt a little more tired than usual, or oddly reflective, replaying old memories, old conversations, old versions of yourself. This isn't confusion. This is preparation. Your inner world is beginning to make room for something new, and that process always starts with a quiet unraveling before the quiet becoming. So if today feels a little heavier, a little more introspective than usual, don't panic. This is only the beginning of something that's about to unfold in your favour. Let's talk about the first sign now, because it might already be sitting in your inbox. 1. Unexpected opportunities. The first sign is simple but easy to overlook, an unexpected message, invitation or conversation that seems to come out of nowhere. Maybe it's a text from someone you haven't spoken to in months. Maybe it's an email about a project you weren't expecting. Maybe it's a casual comment from a stranger that somehow lodges itself in your mind and won't let go. Here's what Aquarius needs to remember. The universe rarely sends its biggest gifts wrapped in obvious packaging. Most people miss their breakthrough moment because they're waiting for something that looks important. A grand announcement, a perfect sign, a moment that screams, "This is it." But real opportunity is often disguised as something small. A 5-minute conversation, a passing invitation, a random idea that crosses your mind at 2 a.m. The question isn't whether this opportunity looks big enough. The question is whether you're paying enough attention to notice it at all. So today, and over the next few days, stay open. Don't dismiss the small nudges. That random message might be the very thread that leads you straight to the door that's beginning to open. 3. Sign number 2, your intuition feels stronger. The second sign lives inside you, and it's 1. Aquarius is usually gifted with more than most, intuition. Have you noticed a certain thought returning to you again and again? Maybe it's an idea about your career, a person you keep thinking about, or a decision you've been avoiding that keeps quietly tapping on your shoulder. That's not your mind wandering. That's your intuition speaking louder than usual because it knows something important is approaching. Aquarius, you are naturally intellectual. You like logic, structure, evidence. But right now, your inner knowing is trying to bypass all of that and speak to you directly. And when intuition grows louder, it's usually because a decision point is near. Pay attention to repeated instincts. If the same thought, the same person, or the same idea keeps circling back into your awareness, that repetition is not random. It's your inner compass, gently pointing you toward the door before it's even fully visible. Trust it, even if you can't yet explain why. 4. Sign number 3. People suddenly change around you. The third sign can feel unsettling at first, but it's actually one of the most important. The people around you may start to shift. Some relationships may feel unexpectedly distant, as if certain people are quietly stepping back without explanation. At the same time, you might notice new support appearing from people you didn't expect. A co-worker, an old friend, even a stranger who suddenly shows up with helpful advice or an open hand. This isn't punishment, and it isn't loss for the sake of loss. This is realignment. As you grow and change, not everyone is meant to walk through the next door with you. Some relationships were only meant for the chapter you're leaving behind. Others are just beginning, and they're arriving right on time to support the version of you that's emerging. The key here is to let go without fear. Don't chase people who are pulling away, and don't be afraid to welcome new energy in. The universe is quietly rearranging your circle to match the life that's about to unfold. Trust that process, even when it feels uncomfortable. 5. Sign number 4. Repeating numbers and meaningful coincidences. The 4th sign shows up in the small, strange moments you might normally brush aside. Repeating numbers, odd coincidences, patterns that feel too precise to be random. Maybe you keep glancing at the clock at the same numbers. Maybe a specific word or phrase keeps appearing in conversations, songs or signs around you. Maybe you keep running into the same person or the same idea in completely unrelated places. These synchronicities aren't decoration. They're gentle confirmations, the universe's way of saying, you're on the right path, keep going. Most people rush past these moments because life is loud and full of distraction. But Aquarius this week tries slowing down enough to actually notice them. When something feels like more than coincidence, it usually is. You don't need to overanalyze every detail, just acknowledge it. Let it remind you that you are being guided, even in the moments that feel uncertain. 6. Sign number 5. The hidden door finally appears. Now we arrive at the sign this entire message has been building toward. The hidden door itself finally becomes visible. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Opportunities almost never arrive perfectly wrapped. They rarely show up at the right time, in the right form, free of risk or uncertainty. More often, they arrive a little messy, a little inconvenient, asking you to choose courage before you have all the answers. Aquarius, if something has recently appeared in your life that feels exciting but also intimidating, a new path, a bold idea, an unfamiliar invitation, that may be exactly the door we've been talking about. The mistake most people make is waiting for fear to disappear before they act. But fear rarely disappears first. Courage almost always has to come before comfort. Hesitation is natural, but prolonged hesitation can quietly close doors that were only ever meant to stay open for a season. You don't need to have every detail figured out. You simply need to be willing to take the next honest step, even while your hands are still a little shaky. This is your moment to choose bravery over the safety of staying exactly where you are. 7. The message Aquarius needs most today. Let's bring everything together, Aquarius. A quiet energy shift has been preparing you from within. An unexpected opportunity has been trying to reach you. Your intuition has been growing louder, urging you to trust yourself. The people around you have been realigning to match your next chapter. Meaningful coincidences have been confirming that you're not walking this path alone. And now, the hidden door itself is finally becoming visible, asking only for your courage, not your certainty. You don't need to have it all figured out today. You simply need to be willing to walk forward, one honest step at a time. Whatever this new chapter looks like, a relationship, an opportunity, a decision, a fresh beginning, know that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Nothing about this moment is accidental. You were guided here. So take a breath, Aquarius. Let go of the fear of imperfect timing. This door didn't open by accident. And neither did you find your way to this message by accident either. Trust it. Step forward. Your next chapter is already waiting. Aquarius, if this message resonated with you, comment, "I am ready" below to declare you're stepping through this new door with confidence. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the universe's next message. Until next time, trust your intuition, embrace every sign, and remember, the door that's opening today could change your tomorrow.